Hello, how are you?
Hello. Please sit down.
It's very comfortable.
How old are you?
I'm 45 years old.
Did you go to school?
Yes, I got my bachelor's degree. I went to school out of state and I studied accounting and business. I really enjoyed my years there.
What job do you have?
I used to be a manager at a bank.
Why do you say you used to be a manager?
Well, I have 2 kids and somebody has to take care of them.
How long have you been married to your husband?
We've been married 20 years.
Where did you and your husband meet?
I met him at work. I was a bank teller and he would always come to the bank. First it would be just to deposit money or to pay bills. Then after a while he seemed interested in me and he asked me on a date. I had said no, but after some time passed, I finally went on a date with him.
I see. Continue with the story.
The day I went out with him, it was really interesting. My car had broken down and it was raining really hard, and he saw that I was struggling, so he asked if I wanted a lift. I had said yes, then we went to get coffee afterwards.
Do you and your husband fight a lot?
Yeah, sometimes.
Why?
I don't know.
Can you give me an example of the last fight you and your husband just had?
Well, my husband was having a really bad day at work, so I made a bunch of plans to try to cheer him up. As soon as he walked in the door, I jumped on, giving him a bunch of kisses, and he told me to get out of him. And then he went into his room, slammed the door, and told me to leave him alone. I went to the door and said, "Honey, are you okay?" And he screamed at me, saying, "Leave me alone."
This is really interesting. Did your husband tell you why he wants a divorce?
He said that I'm crazy, and that he couldn't keep fighting anymore, that he was done with the marriage and he wants to leave me and our kids.
Do you love your husband?
Yes, I do. He said if I don't change, he's leaving. That's why I'm here. I don't know what's wrong.
Now I want to move on into another direction. Have you ever been in therapy before?
No, this is my first time.
Do you have a medical history?
No, nothing is wrong with me.
Tell me about your childhood.
Well, I was raised by my mother and my father. I had an amazing childhood. I remember my parents always taking me to go get ice cream.
I see. Go on.
My parents went to every sporting event, and we always spent time together. My mom and dad were always together. When I would wake up to eat breakfast, my mom and dad were cuddling together watching TV. My mom would visit him at work and bring him food. I would see my mom talking to my dad all day on the phone while he was at work. They had a perfect marriage.
Were your mom and dad always together?
Yeah, they were inseparable. They had a pretty good marriage.
Did anything traumatic happen in your childhood?
Not that I know of. Well, there's something, but I don't like to talk about it.
Sarah, if you do not open up and relive your past experiences, you will never get better.
Well, my dad left my mother.
How old were you when this happened?
I was in high school, so I was old enough to know what was going on. It's not like I was a little kid who was clueless.
Did your mother tell you why he left?
No, she didn't.
How did that make you feel?
I was devastated. I felt that my life was over. I loved my dad. He was so good to me. And I never noticed anything wrong with my parents. They seemed like they had the perfect marriage. I was so hurt that he left my mom.